Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. And welcome back to the channel. As the title suggests, this is all about my camera setup upon my bike this time. A couple of comments that were made on my last video, my helmet setup, which I'll quickly address now. One of them is regarding my gloves. Yes, I wasn't wearing them last time because it was easily actually pressing buttons without them on than what it was with them on. But hopefully, as you can see now, I have actually got them on, so all is good in that department. And the second one was someone mentioned about my flashing light on my dashboard. This was actually my turn indicator, which I actually had forgotten to turn off. He did ask, was it my hazard warning lights, which they wasn't, because if they were hazards they would look like this. So yeah, it was just a case of me forgetting to turn off my signal unit. Now, having addressed those two things, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and let's get into it, I guess. The first two cameras I want to tell you about are both the same. These are just generic. The company's called Belco, like small action cams. They weren't very expensive. They were approximately £40 each, and they film in 4K, does all slow-mo and everything else, and perfect. And the good thing about them is they also come in this waterproof casing, which means the dust and everything doesn't get onto the camera itself and can easily be cleaned. I have one here on the crash guard of the bike, and hopefully you should be able to see film in the top right hand corner there of what this looks like when I'm moving along. They're great little cameras, very easy to use, and like I said, very insignificantly expensive. The second one of these I have is here on my handlebar, and this generically places forward at all times. So hopefully you should be able to see what that looks like now. Also, with this bracket that I have, means I can undo it here, and I can turn the camera either 45 or 90 degree turn, so I can actually film sideways. So if something's interesting, or you know, there's a lovely building, or if there is the sea, which there is a lot of here, I can turn it sideways, ride along, and you get a perfect 90 degree view of whatever is there at the time. Very good camera. Again, I have all these running, these two running in 1080p full HD. And they seem to work very well. I'm very pleased with the footage. I hope you've seen it in the corner there, and understand that, yeah, these are very good cameras for the price of what they cost. They're very good. The third camera I have on my bike is another first generation DJI Osmo Action Cam. This one faces me, and you know, I can talk and I can film myself as I'm riding. I sync it up with the one on the helmet cam, so it all matches in post-production. So yeah, again, this runs in 1080p full HD, and the good thing about this camera is makes life so much easier is as it's got a forward facing screen, so I can sit on the bike, set it up facing me, and yeah, and then just film, and hopefully you can now see the results of that in the corner there. This is just held on by a twist grip connection, and if I get fed up with that, I can move it to another part of the bike. As are all of these, you're able to undo them and you're able to change angles and positioning whenever you like. In the front here, that is where I put my sat nav, obviously, and my phone. Well, they're the same thing. Which brings me on to the next one. Actually, I'm actually recording this at this second on an Huawei P30 Pro, and I'm actually filming this in 4K at the moment. So when I do handheld vlogging, there's two ways of doing it. I use this one on my phone, which makes life easier. Just press a button and I'm filming. The other way I do my handheld vlogging is with this small rig here, this tripod, and the camera which I use for facing me for filming. I can take that out, quickly put it into this because it is for the action cam, and then I can quickly start vlogging and recording with a handheld unit within about 30 seconds. Like I said, it's just a case of gripping it, which is great, so I can record, and then when I'm ready to do some still stuff, I can just put it out as a tripod, and I can talk into the camera if I'm sat down. Obviously if I'm stood up, I'll have to hold it out because obviously it's not on a regular camera tripod. And that's it. That's my setup for the bike. I'm able to do everything I possibly want to on it. I'm trying to keep the expense down a little bit. I don't have too many fancy cameras or anything like that. As for me, it's not really necessary at the moment. I enjoy making these videos and vlogs and things like that, but I don't want it to cost me the earth either while I'm doing it. So hence the reason why some of the equipment is not the most expensive that you can buy, and there are definitely better cameras out there that will, you know, do more, like the Insta360s and things like that, but I've never used them and I'm quite happy with the cameras that I've actually got at the moment. And that's it. I really hope you liked the video. Please think about liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that when I put a video up, you can go and look at it whenever you're ready. Anyway, take care, thank you very much indeed, and as always, I'll speak to you later.